Hi everyone, let's do a couple more stoichiometry problems. So this one says, how many moles of hydrogen gas are needed to react with 15.1 grams of chlorine gas to produce hydrogen chloride gas? So the first thing we have to do is turn these words into a balanced chemical equation. Now hydrogen, of course, is H, and because it follows the rule of sevens, we know it's going to be H2 gas. And it reacts with chlorine gas, and again, the rule of sevens, all the halogens are diatomic gases. So it's going to be H2 gas plus chlorine gas makes hydrogen chloride gas. Now, hydrogen we know is a +1 ion. Chlorine, because it's in group 7, we know is a -1 ion. So to make a stable compound, hydrogen chloride is simply just going to be HCl. And I'll put a little G there because it's a gas. Now that we've converted the words into formulas, we have to make sure it's balanced. We have 2 hydrogens here, 2 chlorines here, but only one of each on the product side, so we're just going to put a 2. And that will give us 2 hydrogens and 2 chlorines, and our chemical equation is now balanced. Okay? Now, this problem's a little different because instead of giving moles, you're starting out with grams. So we have 15.1 grams of chlorine gas, and we need to turn that into moles. So we're going to put grams on the bottom. We're going to put moles of chlorine on top. Now remember, it's Cl2 because chlorine is diatomic. Now we need to go look at the periodic table and figure out how many grams are there in 1 mole of Cl2. And if you look up chlorine on the periodic table on the inside cover of your textbook, you'll see chlorine has a molar mass of 35.45. Okay, so Cl2 is going to be 2 times that, 2 times 35.45. So Cl2 is going to have a molar mass of 70.90 grams. Okay, so we did that last semester. So we're going to put 70.90 grams down here. And we want to find out, the problem is asking us how many moles of hydrogen gas are needed. What do we have here? We've got moles of chlorine gas. So now we're going to put in our mole ratio. We want to get rid of moles of chlorine, so that's going to go on the bottom. We want to get moles of hydrogen, so that's going to go on top. Now to get the coefficients, we look at the coefficients from the balanced chemical equation. There's no coefficient there, so you assume it's 1. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio of hydrogen to chlorine. Now let's check our units. Grams of chlorine cancel with grams. Moles of chlorine cancel with moles of chlorine. And we're left with moles of hydrogen gas. So it's 15.1 times 1 times 1 divided by 70.9. And when we crunch that out in the calculator, we get 0.213 moles of hydrogen gas. Okay, so just to review, the first thing we did is we wrote the formulas for the compounds involved in this reaction. Second thing we did was balance the equation. Third thing we did, and this is going back to the skill you learned last semester, is we converted grams into moles, specifically grams of chlorine into moles of chlorine. Okay? And then we used our mole ratio from our balanced chemical equation. And that's it. Just a simple 4-step process. All right. Bye for now.